that. And then I had lost sight of the film for a while, and I actually didn't know really much, and the movie I got in theaters was not the one I was expecting, but I am so glad I got the one I did, because it was so much better than anything that I had seen.
Well, I said last year that I waited years and years for a Robin Hood sequel because I've always loved the movie Robin Hood for its characters and its character animation. I think it's just brilliant. But I always thought the story was really not up to what the characters deserved. I would have loved to have seen a Robin Hood sequel that really did something with those characters and put them in
Do they even still have the rights?
Yes,
Okay.
they still have the rights to it because technically all those characters that they have, or well, most of them, are characters from others. Little John is blue. Caw is the little serpent thing.
So
Hiss, yeah. So they still have the rights to those characters and can still use them. Interesting point about that movie, the dance scene where they're all like in that grove with the fireflies and everything else is a reused scene from the Aristocats, where they are all dancing, to that Aristocats song. They just slid it down and made it a different song.
Yeah, they were used a lot of animation.
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast reused Sleeping Beauty at the end there, where Adam and Belle are twirling. But yeah, when they did this one, I was like, "Ooh, this is going to be an interesting movie." And over the past year, it has blown everyone's expectations. I actually went to go see it in theaters, and much to my chagrin, I have not been gifted that movie yet, or its soundtrack. Hint, hint, hint. But yeah, something, do you want to go?
Well, actually, another thing I wanted to add is that, speaking of new things, Friday night I was at the artist reception downstairs or somewhere,
downstairs.
somewhere there. And I ran into someone, and I mentioned I was doing the Zootopia panel, and he was a gentleman from Europe, I believe. Don't ask me which country. And he said, "It's a decent movie." And I said, "Just decent?" He's like, "I didn't care for this animation style." And I thought about that, and I said, I was just blown away by the animation style, and I thought it was the best animation style they could have come up with for that particular movie. But it really drove home to me that it is a very distinctive and individualistic thing, what you like in terms of furry art, furry cinema, anything like that, webcomics. Styles are very individualistic, and this made me realize, okay, maybe there are some people who would look at Zootopia and say, I'm not quite digging the style. I remember the very first image I ever saw for Zootopia, which appeared online maybe 2011, 2012, it was years before the movie came out, was a picture of Nick Wilde standing with a jacket slung over his shoulder, with a sort of like mildly pissed off look on his face, surrounded by all these bunnies.
Yeah.
I think it was a Byron Howard, but I'm not sure.